Good vach and good moed, and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day number 161, part 1, used in Sefer Hachinuch. Mitzvah Day keeps us on its way. A new mitzvah, the obligation regarding the Tumah, the impurity of a Neveilah. And we'll learn all about this. This is in the third book, the book of Vayikra, Parsha Shmini. Says the verse, if an animal that you may eat has died, that's called Neveilah, because we know that even a kosher animal has to be slaughtered in a proper way. If it just dies, you can't eat it. So it died. One who touches its carcass shall become Tumah, impure, until evening. Neveilah, literally carcass, refers to the flesh of an animal that has died without shechita, ritual slaughter, the Jewish way to kill an animal in order to eat it. In Mitzvah number 472, the Torah prohibits consumption of a neveilah of a kosher animal. The subject of this mitzvah is the capacity of such a neveilah, as well as the carcass of any non-kosher animal, to impart tumah, ritual impurity. This category of tumah is known as tumas neveilah, impurity of a neveilah. Again, an animal that just died, even if it was a kosher animal, without the ritual slaughter. This mitzvah is that a neveilah is tameh, ritually impure, and has the capacity to transmit impurity, tumah. As it is stated, if an animal that you may eat has died, etc., one who touches its carcass shall become tameh until evening. Generally, mitzvah, which means commandment, is a requirement either to perform an action in the case of a positive mitzvah obligation, right? There's the do's and the don'ts, right? Or to refrain from performing an action in the case of mitzvah prohibition, the negative commitments. The fact that neveilah imparts tumah, impurity, however, seems to be nothing more than a descriptive fact, and is neither an obligation nor a prohibition. Why then is tumas neveilah counted as one of the 613 mitzvahs? The Hachinuch quotes the Rambam, Maimonides, who addresses the issue of including this and other Tumah-related mitzvahs in the count of mitzvahs. The Rambam, blessed memory, in his discussion of this mitzvah, of his book, Sefer Mitzvahs, writes, and this is a quotation of his wording, now I will hereby set forth for you an introduction that will be beneficial for you to keep in mind whenever we will address mitzvahs relating to the various types of tumah, impurity. This introduction is as follows. This, that we count each and every type of the source of tumah as a mitzvah obligation, as a positive mitzvah, is not meant to convey a requirement that we become impure, tameh, with any such tumah. Like it sounds like, so then become tameh, right? Nor, by the same token, does it mean that we are restricted from becoming tameh by which of any tumah, such that it would be a violation of a mitzvah prohibition to contract tumah, right? It's not that you're violating a negative commandment when you become tameh. That is, the mitzvahs of neveilah and other similar sources of tumah do not express an obligation to either touch or desist from coming into contact with that tumah source. Rather, the subject of this mitzvah is something else entirely as follows. The very fact of the Torah's having stated that one who came in contact with a particular type of tumah source becomes tameh, or that a particular item causes tumah in such and such manner to one who came in contact with it, is itself considered a mitzvah obligation. That is to say, the specific law that is commanded by the Torah regarding each source of tumah, such as the fact that it transmits tumah and the particulars of how it does, is counted as a mitzvah. The mitzvah then is the very fact that we say that the law is that one who came in contact with such a source of tumah in a particular manner becomes tameh, and that one who did so in another particular manner is not tameh, i.e., the set laws defining each source of tumah and how it transmits its tumah is the mitzvah related to that tumah source, and each of these sets of laws is counted as one of the 613 mitzvahs. As for the matter of becoming tameh itself, every person has the option to do as he chooses. For if he so wishes, he may become tameh, and if he wishes not to, he may refrain from becoming tameh. That's interesting. This is because, as stated, each mitzvah pertaining to the sources of tumah does not obligate or prohibit any action. It merely establishes the item as a source of tumah and sets forth the rules of how its tumah is transmitted. Okay, we'll talk more about this mitzvah, God willing, tomorrow. We went a little overtime. Thanks for listening. To sponsor Future Mitzvah 36 100 for the gold. Have a great night.